To hop back on here and give you another update on the severe weather threat that's going to be moving in overnight. First, I want to show you this here on Storm Tracker 2 HD radar, kind of walk you through what we are expecting over the next few hours, the biggest threats, the timelines, and the massive changes coming in behind this. So right now here currently on our Storm Tracker 2 HD radar, the main line of storms still for the most part in Mississippi here, but we're starting to see some of these storms entering into far northwestern parts of Alabama. That's where we have an ongoing tornado warning here. The areas in red that are shaded, those are tornado watches, and we actually have a tornado watch for Dade, Walker, Catoosa, and Whitfield counties. This goes until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, the National Weather Service has stated that there may likely be an expansion of this tornado watch to include more North Georgia counties, and once we get that update, we will definitely bring it to you live. This line of storms overall is moving to the east at about 30 to 35 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and put on an estimated time of arrival for us, at least here in Atlanta. If we do this right here. So about still on track, the timing hasn't changed a whole lot, between about 4 to 7 a.m. moving across the metro. Our far northwestern counties here, I'm expecting 2 to 4 a.m. and then our far eastern counties a little later after that, say about 7 to 10 a.m. in the morning. It looks like that it will be racing off to the east. So we still have several hours to go before the storms actually move in, and Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, along with meteorologist Brian Monahan, will be in here live tracking the storms for you. So latest impacts with this, the Storm Prediction Center puts this out every few hours. And I want to show you, if you were with us earlier in the morning, there has been some changes with this. We are now looking at a level 3 out of 5. That does include our western counties here down from areas like Gordon County into Paulding, a sliver of Cobb County, all the way down into Troup and Meriwether counties, level 3 out of 5 risk. And then the areas in yellow, level 2 out of 5. A little bit higher wind and tornado threat for western Georgia, but still can't rule out the potential for some destructive wind gusts all across North Georgia and the potential for spin-up tornadoes. And then throughout our Monday morning hours, this will be pushing off to the east. We'll still have that level 2 risk from Athens to Eatonton into the Griffin area. Greatest risk, gusts up to 70 miles per hour. So to kind of put this into perspective for you, an average severe thunderstorm warning typically has 60 mile per hour winds. That's even higher than that. That definitely can cause a lot of down trees and potentially power lines as well. Spin up tornadoes, the environment is definitely conducive for us to see these winds rotating with height. We've seen several tornado warnings along this line of severe weather. We're going to be watching that through your early Monday morning. And our secondary threat, that's some isolated large hail. Timing this out for you has not changed a whole lot. Again, 2 to 4 a.m. are for our northwestern counties. This model here, I want you to see how we have a few cells out ahead of the main line. That would indicate potentially a higher tornado risk if that was to occur. Those are supercells. Definitely something we're watching. We don't like the threat of that. We'd rather have this fast-moving line to kind of counter-react that. Along this leading edge, that's where we're going to see the greatest threat for damaging wind gusts. And again, can't rely on that spin-up tornado potential. And then off to the east between about 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Cold air is really going to be surging in behind this, and there's potential that it could catch up to the moisture. If it does, would not be surprised if we see some flurries by Monday afternoon. Not expecting much in terms of accumulation. Your significant tornado parameter. This is something that we look at in terms of our tornado threat. It basically takes in all the tornado ingredients, adds them all up, gives you a score. So the higher the number, the more likely chance that we have that tornado risk. And this is 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice we're highlighting here between Rome to Calhoun. We still have that threat here across Metro Atlanta as that line moves in. And as we get later into the morning hours, we get a little bit more destabilization in our eastern counties. Yes, we're going to be tracking that threat for spin-up tornadoes through the morning. So it would not shock me if they end up expanding that tornado watch. Behind this, massive changes moving in, much colder air. Temperatures will actually be plunging throughout the day. We start off the morning in the 50s, dropping to the 40s by noon. 30s through the afternoon, and the wind is going to be brutal for us. We're talking gusts up to about 30, potentially even 40 miles an hour at points. It's really going to surge in that Arctic air. So your 5-day forecast that weekend always in view. Again, Monday is a weather alert day for us, keeping a close eye on those storms throughout your Monday morning commute. That will likely be an issue. It will be an issue at the bus stops. If you can kind of delay that, it will be a little bit better for you. Temperatures falling down to the 20s by Tuesday morning. We do have a freeze warning in effect starting Monday night through 10 a.m. Tuesday. Only getting up to highs in the 40s by Tuesday afternoon, and then slowly warming up as we close out the week and head into next weekend. We'll have another update for you live here on WSB Tonight starting at 11:16.